Have you ever paused to ask yourself, with genuine curiosity, how you can protect your heart and mind from those who don the mask of trustworthiness only to lead you astray? This question isn't merely philosophical. It's a vital inquiry wrapped in the fabric of our everyday existence. At its core, it beckons us to discern the patterns and intentions of those around us. How do we identify people who are not worthy of our trust? This isn't just about shielding oneself from disappointment. It's about safeguarding the essence of your life and those you hold dear. In every era, there have been wolves clad in sheep's clothing, individuals who navigate spaces with a veneer of decency but harbor intentions as treacherous as a stormy sea. Consider the narratives each of us carries from history and personal memory. They serve as both a testament and a warning. From political figures whose decisions have unraveled nations, to a neighbor who, with a smile, betrays the simplest of confidences, these stories caution us. Do you recall the story of the Trojan horse? A legendary ruse echoing the perils of misplaced trust, where the allure of a seemingly gracious gift concealed the fall of a city. What better allegory could there be for trust given to the undeserving? But why is it so crucial to identify and understand these facades? The stakes are alarmingly high. Dangerous individuals don't initially appear as threats. Instead, they present themselves as friends, lovers, or even mentors. Amidst their charm lurks the potential to uproot emotional stability, financial security, and, sometimes, the very framework of one's reality. The capacity to decipher these hidden intentions becomes not just a skill, but a necessity, one that is as much about protecting oneself as it is about fostering environments of genuine trust and goodwill. Think about the relationships in your life. How many are genuinely nurturing, and how many do you question in quieter moments? Reflecting on these questions can illuminate the unseen chains binding us to those who breathe manipulation and deceit. But identifying such individuals requires insight, an awareness rooted in observation, instinct, and, at times, painful experience. Historical figures can aid our understanding. Consider the tale of Julius Caesar and the infamous betrayal by Brutus. While Caesar's story is embroiled in nuanced politics and power plays, at its heart lies a seemingly simple truth. Betrayal often comes from the most unexpected quarters. This historical anecdote serves as a reminder, illustrating the unpredictable nature of deceit and the profound impact of misplaced trust. On a personal level, imagine the young child eagerly trusting a beloved toy only to find it broken. It is a harsh, yet formative discovery that things are not always as they appear. The lesson, albeit simple, holds true in adulthood. Sometimes, trusting the wrong person can shatter illusions and cause irreversible harm. As we navigate this discussion, we must ask ourselves, how can we learn to discern the dangers before us? Is it through intuition, experience, or the wisdom of trusted guides in our lives? Each offers a path toward clarity. Yet, the journey is personal, a mosaic crafted from willingness to confront uncomfortable truths and to seek answers even when they might challenge our perceptions. The urgency of these realizations becomes all the more pressing when we consider what is truly at stake. Each mistaken trust can cost dearly, a truth best illustrated by not just the loss of tangible assets, but by the erosion of internal peace and confidence. A futility that can cascade into all areas of one's life, creating ripples far beyond the initial point of deceit. As we close this reflection upon the gravity of misplaced trust, let us delve deeper into understanding these figures cloaked in illusion, specifically the chronic manipulators. These individuals require careful observation as their entire persona is crafted to deceive and to extract trust where none should be given. From friends who wield charm as a weapon, to colleagues whose words twist and turn like a labyrinthine puzzle, these characters are adept at hiding their true intentions. And so, as we prepare to explore these intricate personalities, let us challenge ourselves to think beyond the superficial, to guard not just our assets, but our hearts, our hopes, and the sanctity of our lives. By doing so, may we ultimately foster relationships rooted in mutual respect and authentic intent. Join me as we continue this exploration. Together, we'll illuminate the subtle cues and unveil the truths that guide us towards discernment. A journey not just of protection, but of understanding and, hopefully, of finding those truly worthy of our trust. In our exploration, we find ourselves confronting the relentless maze of human behavior. The question circles round: how do we navigate the intricate dance between influence and autonomy? Let us delve into the realms of two archetypes whose subtle artistry and manipulation can often ensnare even the most discerning minds: the chronic manipulator and the exploitative opportunist. Picture, if you will, an individual who seems to possess an uncanny knack for bending the will of others, effortlessly molding circumstances to their favor. This is the chronic manipulator, a maestro in the symphony of suggestion. Their tools? An insidious array of tactics, wielded with precision, leaving you adrift in a sea of doubt and obligation. Take the subtle guile of guilt-tripping, for instance. It's not always the overt accusation. Instead, it's a gentle sigh, a fleeting look of disappointment, a seemingly innocent statement like, "I just thought you cared more." Here, you are thrust into a vortex of self-reproach, questioning yourself, wondering if perhaps you were indeed in the wrong. Have you ever experienced a moment where your decisions felt hijacked by an inexplicable sense of guilt? That's the manipulator at work. Their mastery extends further with techniques like gaslighting, a sort of psychological alchemy where reality itself seems to shift beneath your feet. "I never said that. You're just imagining things. Everyone knows you're overreacting." Such assertions slowly erode your confidence in your perceptions, leaving you to question the very fabric of your experience. How do you reclaim your narrative from such an insistent captor? The chronic manipulator often isolates their victims, not by chains, but through gentle nudges that distance you from allies, under the guise of intimacy or protection. "They don't understand you like I do," whispers the manipulator. Have you noticed your circle shrinking, leaving you with only their voice as your compass? It's crucial to recognize these patterns, to stand firm in the understanding that your perspective is valid, your feelings real. And what of the opportunist, the charming trickster whose forte is strategic selfishness? Here stands a figure cloaked in charisma and adorned with a repertoire of convenient excuses. Their agenda is masked in benevolence, a wolf in sheep's clothing eager to reap rewards from the unsuspecting. The exploitative opportunist thrives on the kindness and trust of others, using it as the soil in which their ambition grows. They are the friend who always needs a favor, but is conspicuously absent when roles reverse. The colleague who commandeers your ideas under the guise of teamwork. Their greatest mastery? The ability to weave tales of justification so intricately that dissent seems unreasonable. "I would help you if I could," they say, their inability framed as unavoidable. "You're so much better at this," guises praise as they step back, leaving you with their responsibilities. Setting boundaries becomes your shield in this battlefield of influence. Consider how often you've said yes when no was what you meant. Every agreement under duress chips away at your autonomy. Speak clearly, plainly, and without embellishment. "I can't do that for you" carries a power that needs no excuse. Look, too, for the patterns. Does kindness always seem to come with strings attached? Are promises quickly forgotten when their fulfillment no longer benefits them? These signs are beacons. Trust your intuition when they flicker. In this intricate dance of wills and desires, empowerment lies in recognizing the roles we play and the roles foisted upon us. Protecting oneself is not about building impenetrable walls, but about crafting clear, respectful boundaries that define who we are and what we value. As we traverse deeper into the narrative of human complexity, consider this. How often are we, perhaps unknowingly, the architects of our own entanglements? Could there be instances where reflection on both the actions of others and the echoes of our responses illuminates paths not yet explored? The maze of manipulation is navigable. The key lies within our own hands. In the tapestry of human interactions, there exist figures cloaked in shadow, those whose intentions are concealed beneath layers of duplicity. As we traverse this landscape of deceit, we are confronted by intriguing characters, the two-faced betrayer and the pathological liar. They remind us that even amidst the familiar, treachery can lurk behind a friendly facade. Consider the two-faced betrayer. Known for their deftness in wielding information as both shield and sword, they navigate social circles with a chameleon-like fluidity. To unsuspecting eyes, they present a congenial demeanor, yet hidden beneath this surface lies a darker intent. These individuals are architects of discord, manipulating relationships and bending truths to align with their own agendas. They are adept at turning friend against friend, instilling doubt where once trust flourished. Have you ever wondered why someone, seemingly so close, might act against your interests? The betrayer's actions often stem from a perceived need to maintain control or an insatiable hunger for power. Imagine being at the center of their web. A friend whispers in your ear, assuring you of their loyalty, while sowing seeds of mistrust among others in your circle. The realization can be jarring, akin to waking from a pleasant dream into a disorienting reality. The very fabric of trust unravels, leaving a patchwork of questions and uncertainties. Yet, what drives a person to wield duplicity as their tool of choice? Could it be a deep-seated insecurity, a fear of being unremarkable in the grand parade of life? While the two-faced betrayer sows discord through personal dynamics, the pathological liar resides in a labyrinth of their own making. Their life is an intricate tapestry of falsehoods woven so tightly that even the liar may begin to lose sight of where truth ends and deceit begins. Unlike a spur-of-the-moment embellishment, the pathological liar crafts tales with precision, spinning stories that seem as real as the sunlit day. The intrigue lies in their unyielding commitment to these fabrications. But what compels someone to live in a world so far removed from reality? Exploring these motivations reveals a complex interplay of factors. For some, lying becomes a shield against vulnerability. It offers a semblance of control in a world perceived as chaotic and unpredictable. Others may lie as a desperate attempt to cultivate an image of success or contentment in the face of internal turmoil. Their webs are sprawling, entrapping those who trust too easily. The psychological toll on their victims can be profound. Doubts lead to self-questioning, a gnawing feeling that something is amiss, yet difficult to articulate. In navigating relationships with these individuals, we must ask, how do we protect ourselves? Detecting deceit becomes not only a matter of intuition, but of mindful observation. A wiser approach involves a balance of empathy and skepticism, ensuring our open-heartedness does not become a gateway to harm. Pay attention to inconsistencies, the subtle fractures in their narratives. Does their story shift in the retelling, like sand beneath your feet? Examine the silences, the gaps where truth might reside undiscovered. Developing this sensitivity is an art, a delicate dance between trust and caution. Yet, crucially, we must confront the uncomfortable truth that everyone, at some juncture, plays with shades of gray. Each white lie, each occlusion of truth, hints at our shared human frailty. In reflecting on deceit, we must also reflect inward. Are our motivations so far removed from those we judge? It is in this introspection that we gain clarity, enabling us to discern the intentions of others while understanding our own. Ultimately, our journey through these landscapes of betrayal and deceit is not a solitary one. We carry with us the stories and experiences of countless others who have navigated similar paths. By sharing these insights, we cultivate not only awareness, but resilience, a bulwark against the insidious tide of falsehoods. We arm ourselves with knowledge, a compass by which to steer through the murky waters. As we move forward, it becomes paramount to reflect deeply on the company we keep and the narratives we choose to accept. Can we learn to recognize the two-faced betrayer and the pathological liar, to see through their carefully constructed veneers? Perhaps. But more importantly, can we maintain our humanity in the process, nurturing a core of compassion even as we defend our hearts? In this duality of betrayal and deception lies a mirror to our own potential for both fallibility and greatness, a testament to the complex, intertwined dance of trust and its mirrors. As we delve into understanding the intricacies of human relationships, we encounter a profound question. What lies beneath the surface of charm and charisma? This exploration takes us on a journey, uncovering layers of complexity in our interactions with others. We often meet individuals whose eloquent words and captivating presence draw us in. But as we peel back the layers, we sometimes find hidden motives lurking beneath the veneer of charm, a reality that beckons us to pause and reflect. Consider, for example, the hidden narcissist. At first glance, such an individual can be remarkably engaging, possessing a magnetism that seems to brighten the room. They are the ones who often command attention effortlessly. But beneath that magnetic exterior lies a self-centeredness that can be damaging. The hidden narcissist is adept at disguising their motives, using charm as both a shield and a weapon. Their words, so often honeyed and flattering, can be employed to manipulate and control. They draw you into their world, weaving narratives that center on their desires, all the while cloaked in a guise of friendliness. Picture a scenario where someone you know consistently makes everything about themselves. You might share an accomplishment, only to find the conversation veering back to their experiences, their achievements. They're experts at shifting focus, subtly ensuring that they remain the center of attention. You might ask yourself, why didn't I notice this before? It's because their talents lie in their ability to craft illusions so believable that even the most vigilant among us can be momentarily blinded. The tactics of manipulation used by the hidden narcissist are often sophisticated, ranging from playing the victim to deploying guilt as a tool. They may offer compliments that, upon closer inspection, are backhanded or have strings attached. Have you ever noticed how certain individuals make you feel you're walking on eggshells, constantly second-guessing yourself? These are often the handiwork of those who seek to manipulate rather than connect genuinely. Reflecting on these interactions, we gain valuable insights. Recognizing such destructive patterns is crucial for self-protection. It's about tuning in to those gut feelings, those instinctual warnings that something isn't quite right. Establishing strong boundaries becomes an act of respect towards ourselves. It's the realization that protecting our emotional space is not just a necessity, but a fundamental right. When we feel our well-being being compromised, it takes courage to draw a line and stand firm. Healthy relationships remain a cornerstone of a fulfilling life. But what defines a healthy relationship? It's where mutual respect resides, devoid of hidden agendas, where vulnerability isn't exploited but embraced. It is where conversations flow effortlessly, not dominated by one voice overshadowing the rest. Encouragingly, recognizing the traits of manipulation arms us with the power to choose our company wisely. Trust your instincts. They are your most reliable guides. In seeking genuine connections, look beyond the superficial allure. True relationships develop depth as they are nurtured over time with sincerity and compassion. They weather storms not because they are without flaws, but because they are tended to with understanding and patience. Are we, therefore, seeking depth or skimming the shallows? It's a question worth pondering every time we forge new connections. Personal growth and the enduring journey towards surrounding ourselves with trustworthy individuals are lifelong pursuits. We evolve by making choices that align with our values and by being willing to let go of relationships that weigh us down. Surrounding ourselves with those who uplift, inspire, and challenge us means embracing the inevitability of change. Through this, we not only grow, but flourish. In the end, the value of genuine human connections cannot be overstated. They bring warmth to our hearts and provide a sanctuary in our darkest moments. By choosing wisely and nurturing these relationships, we build a community around us marked by trust and mutual respect. Let it be a reminder that while charisma may dazzle, it is the steadfast glow of authenticity that truly illuminates our path. How often do we take the time to truly listen, to truly see? It's in these moments of reflection, when we allow ourselves to be guided by our instincts, that we draw closer to forming the connections we innately desire. As we navigate this world, may we embrace the wisdom gained through experience, allowing it to propel us toward deeper, more meaningful relationships. These are the relationships that enrich our journey, bringing us closer to the essence of what it means to be truly connected.